Hello and welcome to Star Wars Fits. Today I want to talk to you about Star Wars Visions Episode 6, entitled TOB-1. This episode opens with a bearded human man named Professor Mataka speaking to a droid named TOB-1 in a brilliantly lit laboratory. The droid emerges from a stasis chamber and asks Mitaka if he made him bigger again. Mitaka sends TOB-1 to fetch another droid named CO3, which he complies. He looks around the house for CO3. Following a search, he finds the astromech droid CO3 drawing doodles on the walls of various locations and objects, including an AT-AT walker. Professor Mitaka tells his droids, whom he calls his children, to get to work. TOB-1 leads the way. The droids help Professor Mitaka with his laboratory work. TOB-1 and CO3 will work on calculations for Mitaka. TOB-1 asks Mitaka how long he has to work on the calculations, saying he was bored. Mitaka says that he has to work until there are clouds in the sky and there is green on the land. He tells TOB-1 of his plans to terraform their planet into a beautiful place. When TOB-1 says that he longs to see the rest of the galaxy, Mitaka tells him that he is safe here because things are peaceful. TOB-1 interjects that the galaxy is terrifying and full of danger. Mitaka says that TOB-1 now knows. TOB-1 responds because he has said it a million times, and adds that the Jedi are needed in the galaxy to make it safe. While working on the calculations, TOB-1 imagines himself as a lightsaber-wielding Jedi Knight fighting Imperial walkers and Star Destroyers. Later, Mitaka tells him to snap out of his daydream. TOB-1 longs to be a Jedi Knight, traveling the galaxy and defeating evil. Mitaka explains that TOB-1 needs to accept reality. When it comes to the future, there is the distant but also immediate. He explains that the reality is that being a Jedi is not as glamorous as TOB-1 imagines it to be. Mitaka counsels TOB-1 to find himself a Kyber crystal. Another droid plays a hologram of a Kyber crystal. Mitaka tells him that there is one such crystal on the planet, and that the crystal is the core of the lightsaber, the weapon of a Jedi. He explains that the Jedi tradition is for the Padawans, the young apprentices of the Jedi, to search for the crystals first, if he really wants to become a Jedi. TOB-1 needs to find a crystal of his own. The following morning, TOB-1 sets out into the desert with CO3 on a speeder bike to find a crystal of his own. He looks under rocks and digs holes but can't find one. After returning home, Professor Mitaka counsels him to clear his mind and use the Force, explaining that it is the source of the Jedi's power. When TOB-1 asks where he can find the Force, Mitaka explains that the Force is present everywhere in all things. TOB-1 has already searched everywhere on the planet. TOB-1 then recalls Mitaka's warning not to go into the basement. That night, the droids venture into the basement. CO3 says he has a bad feeling about it, but TOB-1 responds that it is the only place he has not searched yet. TOB-1 takes a peek and discovers a skyhopper. The two climb into the ship and TOB-1 issues a call to all Jedi. TOB-1's transmission is picked up by an Imperial Star Destroyer. A stormtrooper informs an Inquisitor that they have picked up a signal. The Inquisitor believes that it is a Jedi. Back on the planet, Mitaka discovers TOB-1 inside the skyhopper and tells him to get out. Mitaka uses the Force to force open the door and tells TOB-1 to come. He uses the Force to levitate a box. TOB-1 realizes that Mitaka is a Jedi and asks why he didn't tell him. Mitaka replies, in order to protect him. As the TIE approaches the planet, Mitaka senses through the Force that the Galactic Empire is here. He tells TOB-1 to stay hidden and not to come out for any reason. Mitaka uses the Force to levitate TOB-1, giving him an experience of the Force. TOB-1 pleads with the Professor not to deactivate him. He passes TOB-1 in 2 lightsaber hilts and seals him behind a wall. Mitaka tasks CO3 with keeping watch over TOB-1. Later, TOB-1 discovers that the Professor's home has been wrecked and that their other droids, apart from CO3, have been destroyed. TOB-1 wonders where the Professor is, only to discover that he has been killed and buried beneath a mound of rocks. TOB-1 resolves to continue his mentor's terraforming research and fulfill the Professor's dream. Working together, TOB-1 and CO3 repair the other droids and rebuild his laboratory. They work tirelessly over a long period of time. Through their efforts, TOB-1 and the droids are able to generate clouds and flora which cover the planet. The clouds bring rain for the first time, and TOB-1 realizes that the Professor's dream has come true. He assembles a lightsaber with the various components, including a cryocrystal, which he discovers inside his body. As the Inquisitors approach, TOB-1 asks the other droids who the newcomer is. He realizes it is the Jedi killer that killed Professor Mitaka. The Inquisitor realizes that there is another Jedi on the planet and asks where did he come from. He asks if Mitaka hid him away. TOB-1 draws his lightsaber in self-defense and fights the Inquisitor, who says that he cannot allow him to become a threat. During the fight, the Inquisitor used the Force to raise Earth, causing TOB-1 to fall and land. TOB-1 enters the spiritual plane and encounters Professor Mitaka, who tells him not to be afraid. He reassures his young Padawan, TOB-1, that he is well prepared for his fight and thanks him for bringing life back to the planet. He wishes that the Force be with him. Returning to the physical realm, TOB-1 continues his fight with the Inquisitor. The two parry with their blades. The Inquisitor hurls TOB-1 against several pipes. TOB-1 tells the other droids to open a valve while he leads the Inquisitor on a chase. The Inquisitor destroys several machines with his lightsaber. TOB-1 turns the controls for the pump, which causes an explosion. The Inquisitor survives the blast and drags TOB-1 with the Force, slicing off his left arm. The Inquisitor is surprised that a droid is a Jedi. The other droids attack the Inquisitor, but he cuts some of them down. TOB-1 summons CO3 before making a final attack on the Inquisitor. Following a duel, he slices off one of the Inquisitor's arms, killing him. The droids celebrate TOB-1's victory. Following the battle, TOB-1 and CO3 depart the now green planet in Mitaka's Skyhopper. TOB-1 hopes to use the Professor's research to help other planets in line with the Jedi calling of helping others. The episode ends. This, I have to admit, is not one of my favorite episodes. I didn't like the animation style. Although the lightsaber duel at the end is good, I just feel the story was a bit weird for me. The animation style looks like something out of the 80s. My ratings for this episode is 2 out of 5. Please let me know what you think in the comments below. If you like this video, please give a like, share and subscribe to my channel, and hit the notification bell to be notified of my latest videos. Until the next time, may the Force be with you.